Hello everyone and welcome back to your piano lesson. If you are here for the first time, I am Gianluca Fronda, pianist, composer, piano and composition teacher. If you want to discover interesting facts about me, you can watch the introduction video of the channel. I'm leaving the link below in the description, where you will find also the link for my artistic channel in case you are interested in original music and covers. Going back to the Piano Lessons to Go channel, don't forget to subscribe and to share also with your friends if there is anybody that is interested in piano music. Let me know also about yourself when you started studying, your experience. Now time to go to our lesson. Welcome to the third lesson regarding the scales from the practical point of view. After explaining in the first two videos the 5 scales using the same identical fingering, the ones that I call standard fingering scales or C major fingering scales, that are the C major, G major, D major, A major and E major, and I really hope that those that are following this new project have learned my way of considering the scales. Today I want to talk about two scales that are for me the two bridges, one on the right side of these 5 standard fingering scales and one on the left side, bridges to open then to the remaining scales. Why do I consider two bridges and why do I want to talk about these ones? Because one is the B major scale that is using in the right hand still the same identical fingering, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the other one on the left side of the 5 standard fingering scales is the F major, that is using on the left hand the standard fingering, that is 5 for the left obviously, 5 block of 4, block of 3. What I mean is exactly this. Follow me please. So, the 5 scales that I am mentioning on the circle of fifths are exactly these ones, the ones starting from the C, ending here on the E. These are the 5 scales that are using the same identical fingering. C is the one that is, for example, on the clock. If you have watched my video about the circle of fifths and you have noticed that I've used the clock to explain the circle of fifths, is on the number 12. Or 0 of the clock. This is on the number 1 because there is 1 sharp, on the number 2 because we have 2 sharps, on the number 3 because we have 3 sharps, on the number 4 because we have 4 sharps. Now I was saying that the B is the first bridge towards the right side, using the standard fingering in the right hand, and this is the bridge on the left side of this block of 5 scales, opening the doors to the scales using flats, and indeed F major is using the standard fingering on the left side, in the left hand. Now I want to play for you, same as I did in the second video, with all the 5 scales. I will play B major and F major, 1 octave right hand, 1 octave left hand, 1 octave hands together, then 2 octaves right hand, 2 octaves left hand, 2 octaves hands together, plus fast, just to have a little bit of fun. Let's start now with F major, standard fingering on the left side. Indeed, today I want to start from the left hand, in this way you see clearly what I mean. F major is the one having 1 flat, the flat is the B flat. As you can see, 5, block of 4, block of 3, and then obviously going down, block of 4 and 3. On the right we start from the block of 4. Here we are, this is the reason why this is not included in the 5 standard fingering scales. Because we start from the block of 4 instead of starting from the block of 3. It would be really complicated if you want to do 1, 2, 3 and then pass the thumb and use it on the B flat. It's something that is not done at all and you don't have to do. You don't have to worry. So block of 4. Then, why do I say block of 3? Because the 4th finger that you see at the end here, yeah, is a temporary finger. It's used only to end the scale. When you will see me playing now the 2 octaves, you will notice that it goes the thumb, and indeed it will be block of 4, block of 3, and then block of 4. Anyways, now it seems to be twice block of 4. So F major, 1 octave, right hand. Now time to play the F major, 1 octave, hands together. If you have watched carefully the first video regarding the scales, you have noticed that I have explained which ones are the 3 matching points in the 5 standard fingering scales. When it comes to F major, obviously, since the pattern on the right is different, also the matching points are different. And which ones are the three notes where there is a matching point? Because also in F major we have three matching points. They are the third, same as the standard fingering scales. You see, 3 and 3. Then is the fifth now, because there is the thumb passage on the right and it coincides with the thumb that you have on the left. And then you will notice, starting from the two octaves, that another matching point will be the eighth note, where after doing this we will have the thumb, where now to end I add the fourth, but then you will notice that there is the thumb. I will repeat again everything now when playing ends together. For now you know that you have two matching points for sure in the one octave, because then you end here on the eighth note, and indeed here when you play one octave is not a matching point. You go down, so 3 and 5 for now, yeah? Now time to play F major two octaves with the right hand. Now F major two octaves with the left hand. And now, finally, two octaves, hands together. And now it is definitely clear what I meant talking about the third matching point. So we said that we have one on the third note, 3 and 3. Then one on the fifth note, that is thumb and thumb, look now. And voila, again on the eighth note. So the matching points, they are third, fifth note, and eighth note. That's all. Now time to play the F major fast. It's possible even faster than this. I wish you to play as soon as possible the scales very fast. Now time to talk about the other one, the bridge that is on the right side, the B major or C flat major scale. B major with 5 sharps. B major, as we mentioned, standard fingering on the right side. On the left will be different. So I'm going to play one octave with the right hand. B major is the scale having 5 sharps. So F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp. All the 5 black keys. 5 black keys. We have completed finally the package of 5 black keys. And you will discover in the next video, on next Saturday, that there is a very interesting thing that I like to share with my students, that I discovered by simply studying, by simply playing the scales all my life, that is quite interesting and will open the door to new scales, all starting from the B major scale. Anyways, B major, right hand, 1 octave. Let's talk about the left hand. Here we are. Left hand is using a completely brand new way of starting. In general, we were starting always from the little finger. Until now, we have to start now from the 4th finger. I will explain as soon as we start playing the 2 octaves B major that the 4th is a temporary finger. You will notice as soon as I will start playing 2 octaves, or you might even notice now at the end of the 1 octave. I will explain in a few seconds. So let me first of all play 1 octave, left hand, B major. As you have probably noticed, at the end I have the thumb. The thumb is the official finger that we have. Indeed, we should start from the thumb, then immediately block of 3, so crossing over the thumb, block of 3, then crossing over block of 4. But indeed, we prefer, since ages, everybody always prefer to start from the 4th finger. This is the way you will start the B major scale with the left hand. Now, 1 octave, hands together. You might ask, do we have any matching point in the B major scale? I believe that you have noticed that we have 3 matching points also here. Look, so the first one will be, let's exclude now the first, yeah? Et voilà, the 4th note is the first matching point. Then look, crossover. 3 and 3 on the 6th note, same as in the standard fingering scales. And then you will notice that even though I'm using the little finger now to end, that will be the B, the matching point. For now it doesn't look like in the 1 octave, but in the 2 octaves it will definitely look. Okay, for now you have noticed that it's 4th and 6th. That's all. Now time to play the B major scale, 2 octaves with the right hand. Now 2 octaves with the left hand. I'm starting from the same key. It's all done just to help the camera, yeah? Capturing properly the fingers that I use. Here we are. So now you understand that which one is the pattern of the left hand. So you have block of 3 officially here, because this is the end of a block of 4. This one is at the end of the block of 4, and you will notice now. So block of 3, block of 4, block of 3, block of 4. This is the pattern. That's all. So you should start immediately with the crossing over the thumb, or use the 4th to simplify. At the beginning it seems that you have twice 4, but you understand that then this is not really 4th, but is thumb as it comes out here, and then immediately 3 and then 4. And that's all. And you end. Now hands together, 2 octaves. Probably from here. Now it's very clear which ones are the 3 matching points. Thumb and thumb on the 4th note, on the 6th note, and here on the thumb. Obviously, it seems that it doesn't make that much sense, this matching point on the 8th, because you say then, but come on, at the end we end with a little finger here. Remember that the real goal is the one of playing the scales 4 octaves. I'm not sharing with you the 4 octave scales, but the real goal of any pianist, professional pianist, is the one of playing the scales 4 octaves. And in that case, it makes sense. Will be definitely helpful knowing that you have one more matching point on the 8th note. Now, as usual, the B major scale, quite fast. Et voila, this is B major played fast. Today, I think that it's more than enough. I wanted to simply talk about these 2 scales that are opening new doors to new developments of the scales. You will discover something that is quite exciting next week. It will all start from the B major that I've explained today. And I will be adding 2 extra scales, and who knows if you're guessing which ones they are. Because remember that with B major we reached the 5 black keys that we have on the keyboard. So more than 5, they don't exist. We will add sharps, as you have noticed, in the lesson where I explained the birth of the major scale using the tetrachords, or in one of the theory lessons where I've been talking about the sharps, the flats, but that's all. So, if you have any question, feel free to comment. Thank you to everybody that is subscribing. Today I have noticed that I reached 800 subscribers. For me it's a big achievement, because at the beginning I couldn't even guess it would become such a big community and would definitely develop, not by itself, because anyways I'm publishing twice a week, and indeed it's a very, let's say, consistent, becoming a profession, the one of YouTuber. I couldn't even really imagine in the past. Anyways, thank you very much. If it's the first time you're landing on my channel, thanks to this video, don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one. All the best. Bye-bye.